What's up, everybody? Welcome to the season 2 finale, OffBall podcast. You got your guy right here, Trayvon Barnes, the man with the plan for more to the game. You already know where athletes come connect. You can talk about anything on the court, on the field, or off the court in the real world, man. That's just where we come to chop it up and get to know each other, all of that. I'm your host, Akim Mitchell, right? And today, man, Mr. Barnes, we're going to talk about all of our, I guess you can say, funny, exciting moments, things we learned all throughout our podcast journey so far, man. So where you want to start off, bro? Like, what would you say has been one of your favorite moments when it comes to all the different podcasts, all the different people we've had on? It's really been a journey. I really enjoyed meeting everybody and just hearing their stories. But if you had to pick one of your top stories, like, what's up? What you got?
It's multiple. We had like over 20 episodes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a lot to choose from. I know some things that come out the bat would be when we did with Garrison. That was a good one. When we did with Quavo, he opened up, really nice to us. But the moment I'm really thinking about is when we had the in-person one with Kaylin and Ashley Bates. And you came, we was talking about relationships, and we was talking about how women tend to want a lot of things and not necessarily offer the same amount of things. And you was like, do you have a job? That was probably my favorite moment of all the episodes.
Trey, it don't make sense. Like, sometimes women just don't make sense to me. Like, you want 2 apples and expect oranges. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't make sense. It don't make sense. One of the crazy things about that one is I remember we started talking about what's the prenups. We started talking about prenuptial.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, if I have a son, he for sure signed a prenup. But I'm not gonna sign one. But like, I'm making sure he got signed a prenup. I'm like, bro, hold on, what? Like, where does this add up? Like, something not adding up, and something not adding up. In fact, we gotta make sure we tag both of them in this because, I'm telling you, bro, like, I was like, y'all not making no sense
at all. Like, I feel like the disconnect between men and women. A lot of times, women, they just go off of their emotions or how they just feel a certain way about situation, and men, you just cut and dry. Like, this is what it is. This is how it's gonna be. So it was definitely fun to actually get a sit down with those two over there because we talk about stuff like that all the time.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, it's just logical versus emotional thinking. Like, it's nothing wrong with either one, but as a man, you do have to be logical. As a woman, we understand why you're an emotional thinker, and that's perfectly fine. But so would you say, like, a lot of the times it's a lot of the bad, I don't want to say scenarios, but just it's bad information we're getting from the media and things like that on how relationships should be portrayed, and like, how much do you think that really goes into everybody's mindset nowadays, especially our generation?
Oh, it's effed the game up, man. It's messed it up real bad. Everyone is this thing of comparison. Everyone is looking at what everybody else got, and when you see somebody got this, you want that or more. So everybody's mindset is really messed up right now because we're seeing so much, and the more you see, the more you're gonna want. So I feel like if we were to see less, we would want less. Not saying that we would settle, but we would be more comfortable loving, what we have.
Yeah.
The J. Cole song, you gotta love yours.
Exactly.
And with social media, you're not loving yours, you're trying to love everybody else. You see what this guy, how much money he got, how bad this girl looked like. It got everybody's mind messed up because that's all like a facade. That's not real life. All those Instagram posts, Twitter posts is like, that's just the highlights. Like, somebody got 3 cars for their birthday. That's not realistic. Come on now. You have to live in the real world and not just these highlights. Because those are just, stories that get trending and they're just what out there. But that's not the normal. That's a deviation from the mean.
Yeah. Comparison is the thief of joy. That's it. I know.
For sure.
Yeah. I've told you this, but like, I would literally like just go off Instagram, Twitter a week, 2 weeks at a time, just because sometimes it gets too much for me. And I'm like,
oh yeah,
you're like thinking about my life. I'm like, oh man,
yeah.
I'm not here yet. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. Like, I've had a great life so far. I'm tripping. Like, a while. I will say, on TikTok, I can't lie. TikTok is it for me, bro. TikTok be hilarious, and I don't get that same feeling I get from my Instagram and Twitter for like the comparison standpoint. But
Yeah.
that's actually crazy because my rookie year, when I first came in, like my situation was kind of bad. So I was like, oh man, like I got guys who are coming out the same year as me here, they're there, da da da. But I didn't like realize like I don't know their situation. So that was right there. I was comparison. I didn't even get to step on the court yet. I was already comparing. But
Yeah.
that's a whole nother story. We can go into that for days. Who you got winning? Because this is actually a great finals right now. Not finals, but playoff run right now, like for everybody. So like, who do you have? Like, okay, not who you have winning, but who you have in your championship? Who you have in your NBA finals, East versus West? Like, who you got? Personally, we've done a lot of really, really good podcasts. A lot of great guests on. For the lives, we had Charity. We had 4-5 on the live. Hey, I swear I miss Gene. My favorite moments for the podcast. I'm not gonna lie, that Garrison was really cool, and especially since y'all both knew each other, and I don't know, that was just a really cool podcast for me, specifically because I just like talking hoops, like I just like talking basketball, and so to hear like what they had to go through during COVID to actually like keep up with and like try to keep on working out. I know they didn't have the year that they were hoping to have, but like that was just a very interesting story for me to hear how COVID had directly impacted them and to hear what they had to go through in order to get through it. So that was a podcast for me,
Yeah, that podcast was definitely really good. It was maybe like our third one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was, and it started. We started gaining more traction. People were tuning into that one a lot, and I feel like it was just good to bridge two people together with you and Garrison and me being a link. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was maybe the first one we did like that. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed that when we talked about a whole lot of stuff off camera that was very random and very fun as well. And we might have to link up one of these days when we're in the same vicinity because it seems like he likes to have a good time.
Speaking of having a good time, I forgot about this one. The one we had with Tevin Jones. That was
I wasn't there for that one.
That was a funny one because they were in Amsterdam just turning up. And
yeah, that's crazy.
Details. If you wanna learn about it, you gotta go back and watch the episode. But I just know. Have you ever done an edible?
Nah.
You never done an edible with me?
Nope.
This ain't no surprise for me. Like, hey guys, I've dabbled possibly in the past. I can't get in trouble for the past. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. But yeah, nah. That was a funny one because I was not expecting him to say that. But the whole team was having a good time.
Yeah, that was definitely fun, an interesting one because the first time I saw it, I was editing it, so I was like, "Oh wow, they actually talked about a lot of crazy stuff in this one."
Really crazy stories, man. He opened up for us. That's all we needed. We said,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, it's winding down. I guess like this podcast, this end of season 2, and you got a lot of things that you're trying to do, and your time is definitely being stretched. So this may be the last time we see you on the OffBall podcast. But with that being said, what do you want to say to the viewers?
First off, it's been a pleasure. I've absolutely enjoyed the OffBall podcast. I might not be able to come back as a host, but whenever you need me as a guest for whatever you want to talk about, I'm always here for you, brother. Thank you so much for having me. I hope we could have got this off on the right track. That's all I had to say. I hope I could have helped you, catapult more to the game as much as I could have. And yeah, I'm just super busy trying to just figure out life right now. Just trying to make it happen. A lot of people who follow me know that I'm have an app coming out. And basically what we allow is users or athletes or people who need to run out athletic spaces be able to do that. So they'll be able to go onto our app and find, local gyms, local basketball courts, local football, like half of the football indoor fields, turf fields with the weights. Mm-hmm. We got soccer fields, dance studios, all on the app. You'll be able to go on there and you'll rent it out for the hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, however long you need it. And so that's the platform that we're building right now. It's called Gymble, Gymble. It comes out June 26th. We're having a huge launch day event. It's going to be amazing. You know, I'm going to have all the details in there. You can sign up for your own personal training. We're having those throughout the day. So yeah, like, that's just what we got going on. And we're super excited about that. So wish us luck. Support if you would like to, if you're an athlete, if you're having a birthday party, a twerk birthday party group for the ladies, whatever y'all want to do, man. Definitely tap into Jimbo. We're going to be in your city very soon. But we're starting off in Charlotte, man. So right now, that's what I've been putting a lot of time into. And I got like 2 other jobs on the side trying to figure it out. So that's it. That's it, man. That's all I got going on. So just taking it day by day. We call it baby steps. We're just taking baby steps every single day. That's one of our mottos.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely happy for you. I definitely appreciate you, man. You definitely helped me a lot out with this podcast and the platform, help getting out there and growing it to what it is now. Obviously, we got a long way to go, but it was definitely a great start so far. And a lot of that is because of you. Definitely appreciate you. Definitely looking forward to the app. When this video drops, actually, the app will be available. So link below. Go ahead and download that right now, you know. And we're definitely looking forward to see how far your app grows and how far you can take it. And hopefully one day everyone around the world will know, or at least the United States will know about Jimbo, you know.
We're thinking worldwide too, man. We're thinking worldwide. You got to think worldwide if you're going to make it. You feel me?
Yeah, what Pop Smoke say? We say aim for the star, shoot for the moon, or shoot for the moon, aim for the star. Which one?
Aim for the moon.
Yeah, something like that. Just have big
like
goals, and even if you fall short, you'll be there.
There you go. You fall short, you'll still be in the clouds. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the OffBall podcast. It's always a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm your host, Akim Mitchell. With the man with the plan, Trayvon Barnes. There's more to the game. All right, Sherry, you can go ahead, run it.